Good day. Welcome to another episode of Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Amen. Let's get into it. So, I want to talk about a couple of things. Rockets versus Celtics. Bulls versus Rockets in the 90s. The 85 Cavaliers. Rick Fox versus Doug Christie and Dennis Rodman, okay? So, first, we're going to start off with Rockets versus Celtics. I said that the Rockets and Celtics met in the 81 and the 86 championship series. They actually met in the 1980 playoffs, so, okay? I know this is kind of hard to believe, but the 81 finals was actually a rematch of the Eastern Conference playoff series from the previous year, okay? And believe me, this is just how wacky the divisions in the NBA was in the 1980s. The Houston Rockets were considered a Eastern Conference team, okay? And they were in the Eastern Conference at that time in 1980. So they met the Boston Celtics in the 1980 NBA playoffs, in the 1980 Eastern Conference playoffs. And the Celtics won each game by an average of 20 points per game. 119 and 1-on-1, 95 to 75, 100 to 81, 138 to 121. Yeah. So Boston blew them out pretty easily. But yeah, but division realignment the next year sent the Rockets to the Western Conference. Okay. Because you got to remember, the Chicago Bulls were once an Eastern Conference team. The Orlando Magic, when they first came into the league, believe it or not, they were a Western Conference team. They weren't always the Eastern Conference team. Okay. Orlando used to be in the West, but after a couple of years, they were moved to the East. Okay. So Vernon Maxwell said something very interesting towards the end of the Clutch City documentary. The 94-95 Rockets. Okay. It was well known that the Bulls had matchup problems with the Rockets, okay? And Vernon Maxwell said, go back to the start of the 90s to when Jordan retired. Go back and Google how many times did he beat them. And I'll just leave it at that. Okay? So I went back and looked at it. So starting in 1990, they split the regular season series. The Bulls and Rockets did. Then in 91, the Rockets swept the season series. In 1992, there was a split. Bulls and Rockets split. Okay. The Rockets swept the season series in 1993. They actually blew them out at Chicago Stadium, too. Which left Michael Jordan saying this after the game. Michael Jordan said, it's a good thing they can't get hit out of the West. And the reporter said, well, why not? He said, because we have no answer for that big monster. Michael was referring to they have no answer for Olajuwon. Okay. So in 1994, when the Rockets won their first title, they split the season series. 1995, Rockets went back-to-back. They split the season series. So when the Bulls went 72-10, they swept the season series from the Rockets. In 1997, it was a split. 1998, it was a split. Okay, so from 1990 to 1998, they split the season series 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they hit the season series 6 times. Okay, with the Rockets sweeping the season series in 91 and 93, and the Bulls sweeping the season series in 96. Okay, so the 1984-85 Cleveland Cavaliers were interesting to say the least. Okay, were interesting to say the least. So Cleveland was one of the worst teams in the NBA in the 80s, okay? And 1985 was no different, okay? They started out the season 2-19, okay? Think about that for a second. What are the odds of an NBA team making the playoffs at 2-19 when you start the season 2-19? And I would say 0. Somehow, some way, the Cleveland Cavaliers defied the odds. The 1984-85 Cleveland Cavaliers defied the odds. They may be the first and only team in NBA history to start the season 2-19 and end up in the NBA playoffs. They finished the season at 36-46. Okay. They start 2-19. They end the season at 36-46. Okay. And they nearly, I kid you not, they nearly beat the Boston Celtics twice in the first 2 games in Boston Garden. They just missed beating the Boston Celtics the first 2 games in Boston Garden. So the Cavaliers easily could have been up 2-0 in the head series. And Cleveland won game 3 at the Richfield Coliseum. So if Cleveland was able to steal those 2 games in Boston, because they were really close games, okay? If Cleveland was able to steal those first 2 games, then go back to Cleveland and win game 3, ooh-wee, man. But yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers, probably the only team in NBA history to start 2-19 and make the playoffs, and actually give the Boston Celtics a fight, hard fight in the first round of the NBA playoffs. Boston won the series 3-1, but that series was much closer than people would have predicted. Okay. Then again, the Phoenix Suns did start the season 0-13 and made the playoffs and played the Seattle Supersonics pretty tough. Hold on. Oh, man, I left my phone right there too. Man, I really don't want to go back and get hit. All right, give me about 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so, let me see. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, sorry for the delay there. So there was bad blood had been building with the Kings and Lakers in 1999, 2000, 2001, and 2002. And it came to a head just before the 2003 season started, okay? But first, let's go back to 2002 playoffs, okay? There was some bad blood between Rick Fox and Doug Christie during that playoff series in 2002. Okay. And so Game 7 was epic. Sacramento couldn't hit their free throws, nor could they grab a rebound when they needed to. And Peja Stojakovic had shot a airball going for the game winner. Okay. He shot an airball. Shaq made one of 2. Lakers led ahead by 2. Kobe Bryant was playing Mike Bibby glove tight, and he fouled Mike Bibby. And so Mike Bibby hit the first. Mike Bibby hit the first. But check out what Rick Fox does when Mike Bibby gets sets to shoot the second free throw. Check out what Rick Fox does, and check out what Doug Christie does. Here it is.
With 8 and 2/10 seconds to go, so the Kings to the line, trailing by 2 points with both clubs on the penalty.
Bryant trying to deny the ball, had Bibby by the waist and got caught. He's snarling, he's unhappy, but I think try to get him the ball. You see, he's running right through Mike Bibby. This time he gets caught.
4 of 6 from the line for Bibby. And he was a little concerned about that free throw.
Here it is. It's coming. It's coming up. It's coming up.
They're 15 for 29 on the night in a close ball game. Plus, even if he makes this gives the Lakers the edge at the end. Now the Lakers, little psychological gamesmanship here. The change of position by Rick Fox forces Bibby to think about it a lot longer. Now Christie getting in his face and
This is what you dream about.
Lakers attempting to ice Mike Bibby. Lakers do have timeouts remaining.
So we all know Phil Jackson likes to play mind games, okay? Phil Jackson likes to play mind games. Michael Jordan played mind games, and I think it was no different when Phil Jackson came to the Lakers. Rick Fox was somewhat of a Rick Fox was he was a agitator, and he was a good player too, and he was an agitator, and so there was some bad blood between him and Christie, and you saw it right there, okay. But obviously the bad blood did not stop going into the 2002-2003 season. This is what happened during the preseason game in LA. Check it out.
We begin with the Lakers without their daddy.
All the time. You never know who you're going to run into up there.
And the Kings without their Bibby, both leaders on the mend, of course, while their teammates pick up the rivalry. And what a rivalry it is. And there's Shaq. Guess the flannel PJ look is in. Who's going to tell him it's not? Here
He
comes
didn't get the
the
ones
excitement.
with the feet, though.
Oh, look at this. Rick Fox elbowing Doug Christie. Christie gets up, and look what happens. Oh, Fox pushes Christie, and Christie punches him in the face. And this is the preseason. Need I remind you? Obviously, the heated feelings carrying over from the postseason a year ago. We need to see another look. Do-over right now. Rick Fox getting in the face, elbowing Christie. Christie wastes no time getting up, flipping the ball even at Fox, and then Fox pushes Christie, and Christie pushes Fox right there in the face. Guess what happens to those two? They'd be gone, but everyone would get into the mad mix. Christie, Fox would resume their fight in the tunnel like we knew that was going to happen, and then everyone gets involved. I mean, the entire Kings bench comes out to join this mess, and look who's there. Do you notice as soon as Shaquille gets involved, everyone sort of backs away?
It's the PJs.
Yeah, watch his toe. Nobody step on his toe. At least you know he's not going to kick anybody. Look at Vlade putting up his fist with Shaq. An incredible scene again, and look, there it is. The Kings bench empty. What about the Lakers bench? Still on the floor looking puzzled. Kings return to booze, of course, at the Staples. The fight motivates the Kings. They just rip it in as they put it in. Hedo Turkoglu with a layup, and then Vlade Divac having his way with the J. That's not all for Sacramento. Keon Clark, the reverse lay-in. Kings were on their way, but Kobe would lead a charge for the Lakers. Oh, this is sick. We need another look. Kobe Bryant, 15 more pounds of muscle, but that's all skill. To the fourth, and suddenly it's a close game thanks to Kobe and friends, but Scott Pollard had a big game, a double-double. And there's the final as the Kings hang on. Crazy.
Now that's bad blood right there. Okay. And then to have the fight continue in the tunnel. And then Shaq gets involved. And then everybody sort of backs off. Just like the lady said. Just like the woman said. You ever notice how when Shaquille O'Neal gets involved, everybody just sort of backs off and calms down? Ooh, but pow. Ooh wee. That's what made the NBA great. Okay. That's what made the NBA great, man. We wanted to see the occasional fight, man. We wanted to see the occasional fight. That's what made the NBA great. That's why I say the NBA on from the late 40s on to the 2010s, early 2010s, after the Lakers defeated the Celtics in Game 7. That's why I say the NBA, that era of NBA basketball was New Jack City. Okay? Players actually cared. They actually fought. They competed. And if they needed to, they threw some punches. Okay? So, that's what made the NBA, that's one of the things that made the NBA great among several things. Okay? So, New Jack City, old school New Jack City, today's NBA, G League. And so I want to end with this right here, okay? So the not Lakers. I can't remember if it was game 1 or game 2, okay? But the Celtics were playing the Pistons in the 87 Eastern Conference Finals, okay? Might have been game 2, who knows? But so Celtics are playing the Pistons at Boston Garden. Dennis Rodman is at the free throw line. Take a look at what Dennis Rodman did at the free throw line. Y'all are not gonna believe this. Check this out.
And gambling, that they will not be called for it. And that time, Fred Roberts just didn't want to be held and retaliate. Whoa! Whoa! And it looks like Dennis held on to the ball a little bit too long that time. Whoa! That's got to be a record. 2 air balls in a row. Look that one up in the record book.
So I'm asking y'all sincerely. I'm asking y'all sincerely because I don't know. How can Dennis Rodman airball 2 free throws? Can somebody explain that to me? Because I sure can't. I can't. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at me. I can't explain that. Okay. I cannot explain that. Can somebody please explain that to me? How Dennis Rodman can airball 2 free throws? I'm pretty sure y'all are laughing just as much as I am. I can't explain it, and maybe y'all can't explain it either. We've seen Shaq airball free throws before, but come on, man. You airball 2 free throws. Come on, Dennis. Really? How can that happen? Really? I don't know. I do not know, and maybe y'all don't know either. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all for throwing it back with Sean Ferrell. God bless y'all. Peace out. Many blessings.